As Amy mentioned, I've worked in celebrity marketing for over 10 years, in PR and marketing for over 20 years, and I have to share with you some really good news. I've worked with large brands and small brands, companies with really large multi-million-dollar budgets, and companies that just had a few $1,000s to work with. And the thing about working with celebrities, I have really found that the playing field is level. I have seen tremendous success, whether you are a large company or you are a small company just starting out, whether you are a product or a service. And I think that that's really important to remember. We have a couple of really important items that we want to share with you, some information that is somewhat invaluable before we jump into the panel. So first and foremost, and I know that there are a few of you in the audience who already own the Celebrity 411, so I'm not asking you this question. So to everyone else, can anybody tell me the #1 most important thing that you must do before sending your product or service to a celebrity? Yes?
Research a celebrity.
Bingo. Bingo. She
Did
said,
you plant her?
Research. No, and I did not plant her. Research the celebrity, right? Congratulations. That is absolutely it. I cannot tell you how many times people have come to us and they have just randomly sent to celebrities because it's the it person of the week, or this person is being photographed, or just because they like that particular celebrity. And the truth is, you really do have to find out their likes, their dislikes, their preferences, their hobbies. Do they have children? Are they married? What charities do they support? And that takes a little bit of time. And you need to find that out before you send your product or service. And so large brands do this, and sometimes they don't. Large brands understand the power of celebrity. They've been paying them for paid endorsements for years. So does anybody remember this ad? This is from 2004. Yeah? So does anyone know that this ad was not particularly successful? Right? So the Gap paid an unprecedented $38 million. $38 million to Sarah Jessica Parker back in 2004. You know, she was the it girl of the moment, right? True fashionista. She was coming off the success of Sex and the City. They felt that she was, they actually saw a significant drop in sales. 6 months later, they dropped Sarah Jessica from the campaign. And do you know why? They had not done their research. They had not researched their target market, who was a client who wanted value and basics, not Manolo Blahniks and not high couture. And that's what Sarah Jessica Parker represented, and that's why that campaign failed. So big brands have understood the power of endorsement. There's another ad that just came out this month. Have you guys seen it? Just in the spring magazines. So Julia Roberts was paid $20 million. So it's getting a little less expensive to pay a celebrity, right? The thing that I found really interesting about this, you'll notice that Julia Roberts' name is almost as large as the Lancome logo, right? So they understand that they pay Julia $20 million, they'll probably make $200 million. A few other examples, Jessica Alba for Revlon, Rihanna for CoverGirl. Each of these ladies was paid an estimated $5 million a piece for these campaigns. George Clooney. What couldn't George sell? Really? Jennifer Aniston for Smart Water. This is a great example. They did their research. They wanted someone who was very natural, all-American, healthy. She does yoga. Supposedly, Jen drank Smart Water before they approached her. She's now an investor in the company. Time will tell whether it actually has affected their sales. I really haven't seen the research yet. If any of you have, come see me afterwards because I would love to know. So these large brands really do understand that having a celebrity aligned with their product or their service creates sales. So the big secret to getting major press for your brand without paying celebrities a dime. So there are paid endorsements, and then the real secret, which is what we specialize in and we talk about in our product, the Celebrity 411, is what's called a perceived endorsement. Once you get a perceived endorsement, you then leverage that for press coverage. So what's a perceived endorsement? It means that you do your research, you find which celebrities make the most sense for your product or service, you then gift them with it, potentially multiple times, And then once you get feedback, once you get thank you notes, potential orders, photographs, you then leverage that for press coverage. So I'd like to share just a few examples of some perceived endorsements that drove sales and millions of dollars of press coverage. So this is an example of a diaper bag company in the UK that was really successful in London and in the UK as a whole, Storksack, not known at all in the US. They came to us about 3 years ago and they said, we need to launch big in the US. We only have about a year. We really need to drive sales. So we said, you need to get your bags on the most photographed parents in the world, Angie and Brad. Probably still are the most photographed parents in the world. So not only Angie, but also Brad ended up wearing the bags that we literally sent to them all over the world. They were in Paris, we sent them to Paris. They were in Namibia, we sent them to Namibia. So literally over the course of a few months, multiple photographs came out of both celebrities wearing the picture, wearing the bags. We sent them to all of the weeklies, to InStyle, to the celebrity blogs. Literally within 30 to 60 days of this happening, they were all over the media. Both of the bags that Angie carried, so this is in People magazine, that could have been a Vuitton ad, Louis Vuitton ad, with the bag that was just placed next to Angie in the dunes of Africa. But literally, the bags that she carried sold out. They had to reorder them multiple times, and the same thing with the bag that Brad carried. And they made it into multiple magazines.